Hi, my dear friends. How are you doing today? I hope you are all having a great day. Today, our story is about responsibility towards the people who help us. Now, do you appreciate the people who help you? It's very important to be appreciative, especially towards our parents. We should never forget the good things that they have done for us. Well, follow me to the story and you will find out what will happen. Long ago, there was a town named Atri. In the town, there was a big bronze bell, and it was located in the center of the city. But that was no ordinary bell. It wasn't rang on holidays or the mayor's birthday. It was only rang when people were treated badly. It was the bell of justice. But the people in the town were so good and just, so the bell wouldn't be rang so many times. They took good care of it, so it was looking like a golden bell. After some time, the mayor wanted to go out and check out the town. He would always do that. He would go out and sit with people and talk to them. Then he saw the big bell. He saw that the rope was worn out and a child couldn't ring it. Only tall people could ring it. So the mayor said, "Change this rope immediately. I want for children and short people to feel safe, and I want the justice for them as well." They searched all over the town for a longer rope. They wanted it to be strong enough to keep the bell hanging. So the men were sent out. Suddenly, one of the assistants of the mayor said, "I have seen a long branch of wine tree in a farm outside the town. We can get it and we can hang the bell on it until the rope arrives." The mayor thought and said, "Okay, that's a good idea." So they did so, and they hanged the bell on it. In a faraway farm, there was a knight. The knight had so many horses and dogs when he was young. He was a brave knight. He had taken a part in too many wars and he had fought bravely. But now he was old. He had a farm and he had a lot of money. He was a farmer now, and sometimes he would go out with his dog to hunt deer and foxes. But as he grew older and older, he didn't want to work anymore. He would just sit in his house and count his coins. He sold all of his dogs and all of his horses, except for one. One of them was very loyal and was with him in every war, had taken part in. The horse was so loyal, and he did everything in his power to help the knight. But the knight didn't take care of him as much as the horse did. Don't you think that it's not good? He had to be careful about his horse. But his horse was still loyal, although the knight didn't repair a stable or provide him with enough food. One day, the knight set the horse free because he didn't want to feed him anymore. The horse was so sad, and he left the farm. Well, what do you think that will happen next? Follow me after a short break, and I will be back and I will tell you. Welcome back. Now, if you remember, the cruel knight had set his horse free, and horse didn't have anything to eat. He went from town to town, and he looked for food, but there was no food out there. He was growing weaker and weaker. One day, when he was on a hill trying to find some grass to eat, he saw something. It was the branch that the bell was hanging on, and he saw that there were delicious leaves on it. So he followed the road to get to the bell. He went and went and went, and he got to it, and he started to eat the branches. He didn't even notice that the branches were holding the bell. Suddenly, the bell started to ring, and everyone was so surprised because it was a while since the bell had rung. So everyone gathered, and the mayor put on his special suit and went to the bell. They saw a horse. They were so surprised not to see a human. Suddenly, one of the boys said, "I know this horse. This belonged to the knight. But what is he doing here?" The horse did not notice anyone because he was too busy eating the branches. He was so hungry. The boy said, "I know, the knight is very old, and I have heard that he loves nothing but money. He should have set him free, and now look at him. He's so hungry." The mayor said, "Yes, you're right. And the bell of justice is not just for humans. It's also for horses and other animals as well. So we have to help him, right?" Everyone cheered and said, "Yes, we're gonna help him." Well, this story is not finished yet. Just follow me through another short break and I will tell you the rest of the story. Now, my dear friends, if you remember, the knight had set the horse free, and he was so hungry. And then he went to the bell of justice, and people wanted to help him. Now I will tell you how did they help him. The boy said, "There is a stable nearby. We can put him there and we can feed him." The mayor thought and said, "Yes, that's a pretty great idea. We will do that." So they took the horse and they put it in the stable. Every day the children would go there and gave him hay and some sugar cubes. The horse was very happy, and so were the children. The mayor went to the knight's house and told him not to break anyone's heart, whether it's a human or an animal, because you must know, animals have feelings as well. We should never bother them, and we should always treat them kindly. For the rest of his days, the horse was treated kindly, and the knight learned that he should appreciate and be kind to the people that have helped him. For the rest of his days, the knight was so lonely because he didn't learn to appreciate the people who had helped him. Now, what did you learn from this story? I will be back after a short break and I will tell you about the morals of the story and we will review of what we have learned. Welcome back! Now, if you remember, our story was about a horse that has served his master very well, but his master didn't appreciate it. So he set him free and he was so hungry. and he went to the bed of justice. And the people there were very kind and helped him for the rest of his life. Today, our story had 3 important lessons. One of them is justice. You saw how the people of the town treated the horse with justice? They were so kind, and they didn't make any difference between humans and animals. You should know that we should always treat animals kindly, especially the domestic animals. We should never bother them or treat them badly because they have feelings too. And we should know that if someone does something good for us, we should always appreciate it. Or otherwise, no one will be our friends and no one will ever help us. It is highly recommended in Islam to treat people good and pay back for what they had done for us. We should always help people, and in time they will always help us too, and vice versa. So, did you like today's story? I loved it. It was full of morals. Now, I will miss you very much, but I will see you tomorrow at this time. So don't forget to tune in. I will see you. And you can visit our page on www.hodhodenglish.com. And if you want to contact us, you can visit our pages at Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Telegram. You can find us at Hodhod English TV. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the story and have a nice time. Bye bye!